Imagine being eaten alive, not by a monster, but by a system. No roar, no warning, just the sound of a million tiny mandibles locking onto your skin at the same time. Today, we aren't looking at a fight between two animals. We're watching a clash between an ancient titan and a living, breathing river of teeth that never stops flowing. This is the Komodo Dragon versus the swarm. And on this island, even the king can be erased in a single night. Before we go any further, if you're the kind of person who gets genuinely excited about the hidden, wild, borderline unbelievable stuff that happens on this planet, subscribe to Biolume Science and hit the bell. It's how we keep the light burning in the dark. All right, back to the jungle. Humans have feared army ants for a long, long time. Indigenous communities across South America, Africa, and Southeast Asia built entire behavioral patterns around one rule: when the swarm moves, you move. Early Western naturalists who first encountered driver ants in Africa came back shaken. One account from the 1800s described a plantation stripped completely bare. Rats, snakes, even a tethered goat gone by morning. Scientists back home called it exaggeration. It wasn't. The Komodo dragon, on the other hand, didn't even exist in Western science until 1910. A Dutch colonial officer named Lieutenant van Steyn van Hensbroek followed local rumors of something called a boia de rat, a land crocodile, and came back with a photograph of something that looked like it belonged in a different era entirely. Because it did. Two creatures, two completely different worlds. And on a small, remote island in Indonesia, their stories sometimes collide. Let's start with the ants, because people get this one wrong almost every time. Dorylus, the African driver ant, builds colonies of 20 million individuals. Not 20,000, not 200,000, 20 million. Moving together as one decentralized mind. No queen giving orders, no general directing traffic. Just chemical signals, pheromone trails, and a collective logic that honestly should keep you up at night. Their jaws, their mandibles, grip with a force that makes no sense for something that weighs about 3 milligrams. Built not just to cut, but to lock in. Some communities in East Africa have actually used soldier ants as emergency sutures. The ant bites the wound edges shut, the body gets snapped off, and the head stays clamped, holding the skin together. A living clamp on a human wound that actually works. Now the dragon, Varanus komodoensis, up to 10 feet long, up to 150 pounds of pure ambush predator. For decades, people thought their saliva was lethally septic, a cocktail of bacteria that poisoned prey slowly. Turns out, the truth is stranger. There are venom glands tucked between the teeth. They release compounds that stop blood from clotting. One bite, and the animal starts bleeding from the inside. The clock starts ticking. Their bite force, roughly 39 newtons of pressure, isn't the highest in the animal kingdom. But those serrated, blade-shaped teeth, they turn that bite into something closer to a knife being dragged through meat. And then there's the tongue, forked, flickering, constantly tasting the air. It can pick up the chemical signature of a single drop of blood spread across nearly 4 square miles. A predator that tastes the sky. Picture the Lesser Sunda Islands in the dry season. Humidity somewhere between 70 and 90%. Ground temperatures cracking 104 degrees Fahrenheit on exposed rock. The vegetation is dry monsoon forest, open savanna, and thorned scrub that cuts you just for walking through it. The Komodo owns this place. Nothing hunts it. The deer, the wild boar, the water buffalo, they all move through this landscape with that low, constant awareness of something watching. The army ants do not care about any of that. The swarm doesn't negotiate with ecosystems. It just moves through them. The moment a column hits an obstacle, a log, a boulder, a body lying still in the grass, the response is instant. Flanking columns branch off. Soldiers push to the edges. The whole structure adjusts in real time. No pause, no hesitation. For a Komodo caught sleeping in the undergrowth, the first ants find the soft spots first. Nostrils, ear canals, the thin skin under the jaw. By the time the dragon even registers that something is wrong, thousands are already locked in. This isn't a fight. This is a reckoning. Here's where the movies have it completely backwards. Hollywood wants a brawl. Two apex creatures, face to face, trading blows in slow motion. That's not how nature actually settles things. The most decisive confrontations in the wild are quiet, chemical, patient. A healthy Komodo? It runs. It scales, and these aren't just regular scales. They're osteoderms, essentially tiny plates of bone embedded in the skin. Those give it real physical protection. A fit dragon that's paying attention gets out. The data supports that. But a dragon that's injured? A young one that hasn't learned to read danger yet? One that just fed and is lying heavy and still in the shade? That's a completely different story. The swarm's power isn't in speed or venom or jaw strength. It's in numbers, in persistence. 20 million bodies applying simultaneous pressure will, mathematically, outlast almost any single animal alive. There's a sadness underneath all of this that I think gets lost. The Komodo dragon is listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List. Fewer than 1,400 individuals are left in the wild. Climate change is raising sea levels around Komodo Island itself. Habitat is shrinking. And the illegal wildlife trade hasn't helped. Private buyers have paid tens of thousands of dollars for living dragons, pulled from the only place on Earth that can actually sustain them. A living relic of prehistory, sold because someone wanted it in a room. Meanwhile, the army ant, ancient, distributed, nearly impossible to destroy, keeps marching. Across a planet that humans are reshaping faster than either of these animals can track. We are the most consequential species in this story, and we rarely behave like we know that. Two creatures, one ancient in sheer physical scale, one ancient in organizational genius, both shaped by pressures we'll never fully understand, refined across timelines that make all of human history look like a single afternoon. The ant doesn't hate the dragon doesn't fear the ant, not in any way we'd recognize as fear. There's no malice here, just the oldest rule in existence. Energy moves, systems push back, and life finds a way to be relentless. The universe is a story written in stone and light. Thank you for reading it with us at Biolume Science. Subscribe, like, and share. Until next time, keep looking deeper.